DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Hey everybody, this is Dan Cheney back yet again for another Music Charts Archive show here on DJNTV. You know, this show is due to come out on October 13th, and that is the 78th birthday for one Mr. Paul Simon. And I thought, hey, what better way to say happy birthday to Mr. Simon than to count down his 10 highest charting solo hits. So we're talking hits from his solo career, so Simon and Garfunkel songs won't be in this list. Songs like Bridge Over Troubled Water or Cecilia, we're not going to be hearing those today, but we're going to hear songs from his solo career. So without any further ado, let's start that chart. And starting us off at number 10 on the list of the 10 highest charting songs by Paul Simon in his solo career is Still Crazy After All These Years. Now, this was the third single from the album of that same name, and it peaked at number 40 on the pop chart, but it was a top 10 hit on the adult contemporary chart. Simon performed the song on Saturday Night Live, dressed in a turkey costume shortly before Thanksgiving of 1976. The song at number 9 in our list of top 10 highest charting songs from Paul Simon in his solo career is American Tune. Now, this was the third single from the album There Goes Ryman Simon. The first two we'll hear a little bit later in the countdown. This song peaked at number 35. The lyrics are a perspective on the American experience, and the music is based on the melody of an old hymn, O Sacred Head Now Wounded. The song has been covered many times and appears on several of Simon's live albums. Coming in at number 8 is You Can Call Me Al. Now, Simon hadn't had a top 40 hit for 6 years before this song came out. It peaked at number 23 in 1986, but it was a top 10 hit in 8 other countries. It was the lead single from his Grammy-winning album Graceland, which was largely inspired by South African music. In the music video, Chevy Chase lip syncs the song next to Simon, who is just simply playing several instruments. At number 7, we have Me and Julio, Down by the Schoolyard. Now, this was the second single from Simon's self-titled debut solo album. The song is about two boys who have broken a law, but we aren't exactly sure what they did. But evidently, according to the lyrics, it was enough to get them on the cover of Newsweek. The song peaked at number 22 in 1972. A video was released in 1988 to help promote a greatest hits album that Simon was putting out. And coming in at number 6 on our list of the top 10 highest charting Paul Simon solo career songs is Late in the Evening. Now, Late in the Evening was the lead single from Simon's One Trick Pony album. Simon wrote the screenplay and starred in the movie of the same name. Now, the album isn't strictly a soundtrack, as it has songs that don't appear in the movie, and different versions of songs from the movie are on the album, if that makes any sense. Late in the Evening was a top 10 hit, peaking at number 6 in 1980. Hey, welcome back to the show, the Music Charts Archive show. My name is Dan Cheney, and this time we are counting down Paul Simon's top 10 highest charting songs as a solo artist. And we're at number 5, so let's get right back into it. The song at number 5 on our list of Paul Simon's highest charting songs as a solo artist is Slip Slidin' Away. Now, this one peaked at number 5 and was included as a new song on Paul Simon's Greatest Hits, Etc. album, released in 1977. Now, there were 2 new songs on the album. The other was Stranded in a Limousine. Now, the song was considered for his Still Crazy After All These Years album, but was ultimately left off that album. A demo version is on his 2004 reissue of the Still Crazy album. The Oak Ridge Boys also provided background vocals on this song. Coming in at number 4, we have Mother and Child Reunion. Now, Mother and Child Reunion was the very first chart single for Simon as a solo artist, peaking at number 4 in 1972. Now, the song was unique at the time for being one of the few records that included reggae influences by a non-Jamaican musician. Supposedly, the title of the song came from seeing a chicken and egg dish with that name on the menu at a restaurant. The song was recorded in Jamaica with Jimmy Cliff's backing group. Coming in at number 3 on our list of the top 10 highest charting songs by Paul Simon as a solo artist, we have Kodachrome. Now, this was the lead single from his third studio album, solo album, There Goes Rhymin' Simon. The song, named after a type of Kodak film, was originally going to be called Goin' Home. He went with the title Kodachrome because it sounded similar, and he felt it had more innovative potential. And he says in the first line, "When I think back on all the crap I learned in high school," he says that that's the most interesting part of the song. It peaked at number 2, along with the next song on our list. And at number 2 on our list of the highest charting Paul Simon solo songs is Loves Me Like a Rock. Now, the second single from the There Goes Rhymin' Simon album, it features the gospel group the Dixie Hummingbirds. The Dixie Hummingbirds later recorded their own version, and they won a gospel Grammy for it. Peaking at number 2, Simon's version was held out of the top spot by Cher's song, Half Breed. And finally, coming in at number 1 on our list of Paul Simon's highest charting solo songs is 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Now, this was Paul Simon's only number 1 song as a solo artist. It was the second single from the Still Crazy After All These Years album and has backing vocals by Patty Austin, Valerie Simpson, and Phoebe Snow, along with a recognizable drum riff by Steve Gadd. It was written after his divorce from his first wife, Peggy Harper, and contained such sage advice as slip out the back, Jack, make a new plan, Stan, and you don't need to be coy, Roy. Well, that's it. That's our list of the top 10 highest charting songs by Paul Simon from his solo career. Happy 78th birthday, Paul Simon. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you would, and let us know in the comments which songs of these are your favorites. I think mine might be the songs that bookend this list. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover and Still Crazy After All These Years. My name is Dan Cheney, and be sure you join us again next time for the next Music Charts Archive show right here on DJNTV.